We're getting deep into the schedule now, and they continue playing dominant basketball. Kawhi Leonard in action tonight, the winner of multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards. Shaq, for wing defenders, where do you have him ranked on the all-time list?
Well, I shook his hand the other day, and his hands are as big as mine, Ernie. But to answer your question, I think he's in the conversation with Pippen and Jordan.
And Jordan, wow. Now, he's one of the best perimeter defenders ever, but those guys are in a company because they've done it on a big stage, Shaq. But he's very intelligent. I love the way he approaches the game defensively. But doing it on that big stage consistently as Pippen and Jordan did, whew,
that's saying something.
That's saying a lot.
Time for tip-off.
A view of I-40 in Chesapeake Energy Arena, taken from the Skydance Bridge in Oklahoma City. That's our setting tonight. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. And let's go straight over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys,
yeah, he's special, DA. Absolutely. Thanks. Tonight, we'll be seeing a couple of the league's better defensives. What are some of the keys to winning a defensive kind of battle, Doris?
Well, because you know that possessions are going to be fewer than in a typical game, where the pace is going to be slower, then the turnover number becomes all that much more important. Because in a game where pace is not at issue, you can't afford 15, 20 turnovers. It's about valuing the basketball. It's about executing to the greatest degree possible. And sometimes, Kevin, that means going deep into your offensive set. The ball should change sides of the floor, and you should look for a matchup that's favorable. And when you do, that's when you strike.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. They've got Lowry. He's out there with Richardson. Kawhi Leonard is out there with the machine. And Siakam in at the 4.
If Westbrook senses even a sliver of space, he is going to attack the cup.
Lowry kicks to Richardson. Here's Siakam. He's covered by Grant. Here's the machine. And Westbrook pulls it down. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Absolutely nothing you can do with that. Westbrook takes the challenge and will take on all comers.
Lowry passes to the machine, and he slams it one-handed.
Well, flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Outside, George. Pass to Westbrook over Lowry, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul goes against Toronto.
What I love about Russell Westbrook is his single-minded pursuit of a championship. But boy, you better bring your game if you're a member of the media. He wants good questions in an orderly fashion.
Last game for the Raptors, they picked up the W against the Clippers. To the inside. Here's the machine. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. The machine's got his second basket.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation. Something they're going to want to patch up.
Right, because otherwise you're going to give up those close-range opportunities all night. If you allow the opposition to get into a groove, look out.
Westbrook against Lowry. Got a piece of it, and he recovers it. Allen, that's good. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Pass to Siakam. Toronto working the ball around now.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
You know, that's why we say move without the basketball. You'll be rewarded.
Here's Westbrook, and he banks in the layup. Westbrook's got 7 points.
How confidently is Russell Westbrook pulling the trigger off the screen? This guy understands how to take advantage.
Here's Siakam. He's covered by Grant. Siakam misses. The Thunder with the lead. Nobody near George. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
I'll tell you, his ability to stretch the floor is crucial to this team. Pretty play.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Russell Westbrook's mantra is, why not? Way of daring himself to greater heights.
I think, Kevin, in time, it became a way to build confidence to take on the world. That why not? Who says you can't? He lives by that maxim, and I love it, Kevin.
Here's the machine, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Cleveland kicks to Westbrook. And Westbrook throws it down hard.
Guys, we had to take flight to get to this game tonight, but here's a guy who simply takes flight and flies at will on the basketball court. I mean, it's pretty surreal to watch a guy who can elevate to that level.
To the paint. Here's the machine, and that one is stuffed right through.
Boy, Kyle Lowry can be so creative sometimes. You think the window's too tight, but he finds a way.
The Thunder have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Westbrook finds Allen. Got a piece of it, and he gets it back. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Raptors trail by 4. Pass to Siakam. Bounce pass from Lowry. The pass to the machine. It's stolen by Allen. Here's Cleveland. Richardson covering. Kicks it out to Allen. And the layup's good off the glass. Allen's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Knocked away. Lowry passes to the machine. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists now in this one.
I'll tell you, he's doing everything scoring-wise this period to try to keep them in it.
And first timer of the game called for Oklahoma City. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And I was impressed with how comfortable they looked in that environment, made the most of their possessions.
They were extremely efficient, Craig. They ran their offense well and took good high percentage shots.
The forwards, George and Grant. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then there's Allen. And it's Cleveland in at the 2. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Alden.
Hi, guys. The machine in the last game against the Clippers was tremendous. He finished with 36 points and, as always, was at the defensive end as well. He blocked a lot of shots. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it. He took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
Hey, David, thank you. Any chance he can match that guy's net performance again here tonight?
I tell you what, I know he believes he can. His confidence right now is sky high, and he doesn't think there's anybody that can stop him.
Well, there might not be, because he's coming into this game thinking he can be just as dominant as he was the last time he took the floor.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. By this point in the season, Doris, certain teams have been hit hard by the injury bug. And the truth is, the next man up, the next player up, can be easier said than done.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, Kevin. Sometimes it's not necessarily when the injury happens, it's who has the injury hit. So a all-star all-star level player, an MVP caliber player, can't necessarily be replaced one for one. So sometimes you've got to make some schematic adjustments, and sometimes you've got to rely on the whole to pick up the one big star that's gone down.
I always thought, too, character is really revealed when you start losing a couple players to injuries.
No doubt, Kevin.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
I'll tell you, that's an assist that shows great sense for where his teammates want to move.
The machine passes to Leonard. Here's the machine. That shot off. Excellent D there from Allen. Pass to Cleveland. Back to George. Down low. Knocks it loose. Lowry kicks to Leonard. Inside. Siakam. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
Yeah, you know, sometimes your gut tells you to take a shot at the hit and then big move to keep the pressure on.
And a chance to now check out the scoring distribution between the front court and the back court players tonight for Oklahoma City.
And it's been guard play, which really has shouldered the burden offensively here. They'd like a bit more production from the front court, but in the meantime, this backcourt has kept them in the game.
Well, what you love about Russell Westbrook, yes, he can give you a triple-double every night. But what I love more is the passion and the fact that he gives it to you every single night he plays.
To the middle, Grant finds Westbrook. Here's Cleveland. Westbrook with it. He had 28 points in the win against Dallas.
And it was a big game for him at the defensive end as well. He never stopped pressuring the basketball, coming up with one steal after another.
And it's Lowry with the ball, brings it up for Toronto. Trailing by 4. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, tough place to play on the road, and you just saw how comfortable they were shooting the basketball.
Amazing, Greg, that the hostile environment had zero effect. Instead, they embraced the challenge and absolutely shot lights out.
Lowry against Westbrook, and the call on the shot sends him to the line. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
Russell Westbrook, an absolute terror, someone who uses his body so well to draw contact.
Both free throws good from Westbrook. 54 seconds left in the first half. Lowry against Westbrook. Here's the machine. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got assist number 8 now on the night. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Allen kicks to Cleveland. And he dunks it down.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Lowry passes to the machine. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Both teams will make substitutions. 24 seconds left to play in the first half. And here's Schroeder. He has 6. Five on the clock. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Here's Richardson. What a play! He simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And you can't end the period any better.
It's a tie game in Oklahoma City. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Really an incredible game from the Machine.
Yeah, I mean, he really gave them a boost in that first half, shot way above his average.
I think, Greg, you love it when a role player is able to elevate their game. It makes every team better.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for Toronto right now, they've got the Machine, Lowry out there with Richardson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Siakam in at the 4 set. Here's Richardson. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Oklahoma City has gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. And the Raptors call time here. More and more, we're hearing the term positionless basketball, Doris, but it's not an entirely new concept. I remember Jerry West, for example, talking about it a couple decades ago.
Well, I think Jerry West talking about it is about there are certain guys historically who could play in any era. Jerry West would be there. Rick Barry would be another one. So certainly this has been a topic discussed in the past. I think why it's so important in today's day and age, the NBA has become a switch-heavy league, and that's on the defensive end. And therefore, teams like Boston and others are building their roster around guys who are switchable and versatile. It's become an almost necessity in today's NBA.
Great perspective.
Nice work to get it inside and draw up contact.
The Thunder have been shooting right around 75% of the line, 9 of 12 so far.
And he's letting a lot of points get away at the free throw line tonight. It's got to be frustrating to have all that hard work not pay off.
Westbrook against Lowry. Pass to the Machine. It's stolen by Allen. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. The feed to Grant. Rebound by the Raptors.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Richardson kicks to Siakam. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. And the shot's good from the Machine.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Cleveland. Richardson covering. Here's Westbrook. It's tipped. They get it back. Over Lowry. Westbrook, no good.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
No good from the Machine. And it's the Machine with the foul. And that'll be Toronto trailing. Passes to Anunoby. Gentry, he's covered by Westbrook, and there's the pass to the Machine. He kicks to Valanciunas to the inside. Count that bucket. That's 29 points for the Machine.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Outside Westbrook. Outside George. No good off the front iron.
Just a little hesitation on that release, right? His timing looked a bit off.
Oh, George is so versatile, Doris. He could play in any system, don't you think?
Oh, I completely concur, Kevin. This is a man who can create offense with the ball in his hands. In a secondary role, we know he can be a knockdown shooter, and we're talking about an elite NBA defender. So any team in the league could use a player like PG.
Anunoby passes to Valanciunas. Count that one. Now it's a 5-point Raptor lead.
Oh, efficient scoring in the post. Just one of the reasons Valanciunas is out there.
Westbrook kicks to Nance. Here's Cauley Stein, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Lowry passes to the Machine. Back to Lowry. Inside, Anunoby. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Anunoby's got the lead up to 5 now for Toronto. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Shoots from 12. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, there's no consistency from the field in this quarter. We'll see if he can get his shot going.
The dunk with a foul on top of it. So strong.
They barely needed other contributions. This lead has been built through his offense.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Justin Holiday comes in for George. And Diallo subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Toronto. Leonard comes in for Kyle Lowry. The shot's good from Nance.
Lowry Nance, unafraid of a level of physicality. You love the confidence this guy is playing with.
Pass to Anunoby. Here's the floater. The shot's good from the Machine. The Machine's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Under trailing by 8. Bounce pass, Schroeder puts up a 3. The rebound by the Machine. Toronto shooting has been just uncontainable. 72%. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Nance. For Toronto, they have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
Looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Siakam is checked in for Anunoby. Diallo gets it over to Schroeder. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. Back to Cauley Stein. A second chance effort, and it's good on the way in.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I'll tell you, if you don't box out well, expect to get burned. You can't afford to give them second chance opportunities.
Pass to the Machine, and he jams it with authority.
And really the story of the half, one team shooting it lights out, the other, the lights are just out.
Yeah, that's right. You said it. They don't find a way to switch it back on. They're in trouble.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. The Machine's got 40 points. And so it's the Toronto Raptors holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We come back right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Raptors leading by 8. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Diallo. Then it's Nance. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Holiday in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Oklahoma City has gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. They get a hand on it. Cauley-Stein up top. Holiday surveying the floor. Clock at 4. Kicks it to Schroeder. Launches it. And it's Toronto with the rebound. The Machine's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Releases from 15. And again, it's Toronto converting.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Of course, when you look at point guards now, lots of combo skills, but there aren't as many guys with the pass-first mindset maybe that we've seen in the past.
Right, and it's a great point, Kevin, because increasingly you've got to be able to have guys at all 5 positions who are willing to score, or it certainly enhances your ability to win. If you are a pass-first mindset and really put scoring at a secondary level of importance, you've got to do it at such a high level. And I'm talking about guys like Rajon Rondo, Ricky Rubio, Lonzo Ball. All are men who have such a high degree of passing acumen that they can take a step back scoring-wise and still affect winning.
Great examples. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Mike D'Antoni talked to his team. He was not happy with their defensive performance. He said they're getting everything they want. We've got to show them we can't let that happen. You have to make a stand. You have to get some stops. And that'll get us going on a run. Guys?
Schroeder passes to Diallo. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Allen, that's good.
I'll tell you, he's been one area they haven't had to worry about tonight. He's been scoring at will.
Gentry, he's guarded by Schroeder. Paul George, he's checked in for Diallo.
That's his first personal foul. Coming on the floor for your Thunder, Paul George.
Passes it to the machine. And here's Leonard from three. Allen with the rebound. Thunder trailing by 14. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Grant outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. Doris, I'm looking at Jeremy Grant, a second-round pick back in 2014 out of Syracuse. The Grant family has produced a number of NBA players. What do you think caused him to slip to the second round?
Well, Jeremy Grant was definitely a young man drafted on potential. Here we have a great athlete whose game is still sort of rounding its way out. He has gotten on the floor in the NBA because of his defense, his ability to run in transition, and I think on the offensive end, there are a number of areas he can improve on. He can become a knockdown mid-range shooter. He can get 8 to 10 points in transition or offensive rebounds. There's a lot to like here, Kevin.
And there's the pass to Richardson. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. And a quick look at how the Oklahoma City Thunder's schedule is shaping up. On Wednesday, the Milwaukee Bucks will come into town. Then on Friday, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks coming into town.
And for that game against the Jazz, this is a game that they are expected to win. But sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with the victory.
And George, here we go. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
I don't think any of us can forget that broken leg Paul George suffered playing for the United States national team in 2014. But what a joy, guys, to see him back and playing at an elite level.
Russell Westbrook's checked in for Oklahoma City. Toronto calls timeout. And Doris, you go back to the injury for Paul George. Some moments where you question whether he'd be the same player. Do you think, in your opinion, that factored into his decision to leave Indiana in search of a more competitive situation?
You know what, Kevin, I'm not sure if the injury played a part, but we know unequivocally because Paul George stated it. He wants his legacy to be about winning. And because those peak years for a star player can be fleeting, you have to appreciate the pursuit of just that.
Westbrook kicks to Cleveland. Beyond the arc. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
A machine, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And there's the call, Oklahoma City with the foul.
Really getting after the defense since the break. He's so hard to keep off the line when he pushes the action.
Here's Westbrook. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Cleveland. George, that's a two-pointer. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's Toronto now. They're on a 14-6 run. Now, here's Richardson. Pass to the machine. 6 on the shot clock. There's Siakam, defended by Allen. Kicks it out to Richardson. Shoots it up. And he hits the jump shot. And the Raptors lead by 18.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
George finds Allen. Yep, it counts. Allen's got 4 points this quarter.
This guy is such a tough cover in the pick and roll. Paul George threading the needle perfectly. Excellent pass.
And the Raptors call time here. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, the Machine.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Passes it to Richardson. Toronto working the ball around now.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and the dunk caps it off.
Yeah, run your offense with that kind of precision. Not much anyone can do to stop it.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
But, Greg, no resistance, right? They're allowing them to get any kind of shot they want close. That simply can't happen.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. It's an 18-point game. Nice step back to get it off. Westbrook's got 20.
I think you've got to respect the catch-and-shoot game of Russell Westbrook. He is excellent at pulling up.
The drive by Lowry. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And he makes the first.
Well, at this point, a multiple-time All-Star, a member of the U.S. national team at the Olympics in Rio, we'll just call him the gold standard, Kyle Lowry.
Oklahoma City's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Here's Westbrook outside for George. Back to Westbrook. At the elbow, it's Allen. And it's blocked. The pass to the machine. And yep, another basket that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And so George will bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And it's Allen with the jam.
Don't you love it when you've got a small forward who can pass the basketball just like Paul George did there? Makes it look easy.
And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And now they are probably too far ahead. It's going to be nearly impossible to get back in this one.
Well, there's no doubt. They're really clicking. What an amazing all-around effort to take a huge lead like this late in the game.
Westbrook. Pass to Cleveland. Goes back up, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. We've seen, Doris, the NBA take a very active role in growing the game internationally. Talk about some of the specifics you've seen in that regard.
Well, I think you have a great leader at the top in Adam Silver who understands that the game is growing on an international stage. It's becoming increasingly popular. And so you see NBA teams going over and playing regular season games in different countries. That's one particular way. Then you have the NBA Cares initiative, which when those teams are over there, they can go out and build basketball academies. NBA in Africa is a once-a-year trip, and they bring 2 teams of NBA players. Think about some of the players off of that continent where they have turned into legit stars. So I think it's important that the game continue to develop, and I love that the NBA considers it part of their responsibility. That's an example of great defense. His teammates love that about him. Always why the shooters struggle against this guy.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Raptors.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
No doubt they came in very motivated to win this one and finish the season series at a game apiece.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for the Machine.
Boy, what a determined offensive presence he has been for them tonight. He carried the scoring load, and as hot as he was, it took a ton of pressure off his teammates all night.
We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And stolen by Cauley Stein. Here's Diallo. In the corner, it's Westbrook. It's good from long range.
Well, Kev, how about the privilege of watching Russell Westbrook when this man is really cooking on the offensive end? I'll tell you, few things in the NBA I'd rather watch.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.